Meantime, the NIH out with a new study on the potential airborne transmission of the coronavirus. Meg Tirrell is on the CNBC Newsline with the latest. Morning, Meg.
Well, good morning, Carl. This is a study that was published last night in the New England Journal of Medicine. And what it did was essentially look at the SARS-CoV-2 virus, that's the virus that causes COVID-19, and kind of compared it to how it looks to the original SARS virus. And what they found is it's very similar in terms of how long it can live in various or survive in various circumstances. They said it appears to be stable for several hours to days in aerosols and on surfaces. And just to really put that into context for people, this is not scientists now saying this is airborne like a virus like measles, where you cough in a hallway and then somebody walks through hours later and can catch the virus that way. This is not what they're talking about. They are finding typically in terms of aerosols, the virus can survive or is stable for up to 3 hours. But in the circumstances in the study, these were experimentally generated aerosols. Scientists saying SARS viruses don't normally form aerosols on their own, only really in hospital procedures like bronchoscopy and intubation. So this is not something they're talking about being sort of a widespread thing. In terms of other surfaces, copper up to 4 hours, cardboard up to 24 hours, plastic and stainless steel up to 2 to 3 days. Some of the takeaways for this, for us in the general public, reminders: wipe down surfaces, doorknobs, counters. Obviously, wash your hands. Don't touch your face. When we're thinking about the aerosolized version of this, crowded surfaces, obviously. But what researchers are saying is that the takeaway in terms of the aerosols is probably mostly for healthcare workers. And already we've heard from the CDC and increasingly the WHO that healthcare workers should be taking precautions to avoid the spread through the air. Guys, I'm sure that this can be sort of disturbing news, thinking about this being airborne, but really they are saying this is similar to the original SARS virus, and so the difference in the way that these viruses are spreading is probably explained by other factors, including the potential for this virus to be spread before people recognize symptoms.
Meg, as you're talking, Axios with a piece quoting an HHS official and another source with direct knowledge that pharma company Bayer will make a large donation to the government of a drug that has shown some promise in helping patients suffering from the novel virus. As you're watching Gilead, Regeneron, and some of the others in terms of therapeutics, who's in pole position? Who are you watching the most?
Well, watching all of them, because it's really all shots on goal that are important right now. And I've actually heard the same thing, that will, that donation. That's a drug called chloroquine, which is a malaria drug. There have been some studies saying that it could potentially be helpful. We don't know yet because there haven't been broader studies done. Gilead's drug remdesivir, I've talked to experts who say there is reason to expect that could work. The WHO, of course, saying that a few weeks ago it looked to be the only drug that was helping. We'll see that data in just a few weeks in April. We're really looking forward to seeing that data. And of course, yesterday, Regeneron saying that they have started their study in New York already of their existing rheumatoid arthritis drug, Kevzara, which could be helpful for the most severe patients with the lung reactions. So that could be very helpful if it works. And then, of course, their new drug that they're developing, they hope to be in human clinical trials by the beginning of summer. So things moving quickly, and we have to hope some of these nearer-term things work.